Good afternoon, straight out of Chicago. Andrea Daniels here from Script Free Sales. And my co host today is Chris Holleran. And today's topic is I object to your objection. Chris, the floor is yours.
All right, awesome. The floor is solid. Thankfully, I can stand on it or sit in my chair on it. All right, welcome everybody. I'm just a little goofy guy, still a little silly, goofy guy today. All right, we're talking about I object to your objection. And here's what we want to think about whenever we get objections. Most salespeople want to change someone's mind when they get an objection. Oh, well, I'd buy it, but interest rates are too high. Oh, well, you could just marry the house and date the rate. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It doesn't, what you're looking to do is you're looking to get that person from, no, I don't want to buy to yes. Could it be possible you can't control other people, why they're doing things, their own reasons? So here's what I want you to think about. When's the last time somebody tried to show that you're wrong on something and it made you like them? Brought you closer together? Oh, yeah, I want this person to be my best friend. They told me I'm an idiot and I should just buy this house now. Yeah, let me do that. Wrong. It's not going to bring a relationship together. Anytime I try to tell somebody that they're wrong, it just creates friction. So what do we do when, they're wrong? They think that rates are going to go down and they don't want to buy now. Well, unfortunately, you can't change how other people think. You can't change their mind and force them to buy a house just because you want a commission. What you can do is you can ask some good questions, help them self-discover if interest rates or whatever it might be, if that applies to them. If it wouldn't make sense for them or if it would, we can explore that together in a conversation in which they feel supported rather than just trying to just give someone some lame one-liner thinking it's going to change their mind when it's not going to. All it's going to do is make sure that you don't get a call back next time.
Exactly. Objection handling isn't about trading punches and no one wants to be handled. It's about hearing and understanding the other person before you before you understand their perspective before you introduce another one. No one wants to be handled.
Exactly. And people try to handle me and they cannot. Until someone's paying my bills, you ain't going to handle me and tell me what to do. All right. What objection should we give them some examples for today, Andrea?
Today, I think I'm going to say, Chris, I'm going to be a seller and I'm going to say, Chris, I think I'm just going to wait.
All right. Let's role play that and let's see how I handle the objection by not handling it. I'm not going to sell her anything. Just going to ask some questions to get some context. So you said you're going to be a seller and you're going to wait?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and give me that objection.
Chris, I appreciate the phone call and everything. I think I'm just going to wait.
Okay. You appreciate the phone call. You think you're just going to wait? Might be a good option for you. Out of curiosity, what does waiting look like for you?
Well, I think if I wait a few months, house prices might, go up a little bit.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that if you wait a few months, maybe house prices will go up. They could. Out of curiosity, what's important about making sure house prices go up?
Well, I want to get the most amount of money for my house.
Okay, you want to get the most amount of money for your house? Well, a lot of sellers in the same boat as you. What does the most amount of money for your house look like?
I'm thinking 415.
You're thinking 415? All right, excellent. And what's important about hitting that 415 number?
Well, we had to redo the kitchen twice, and I'd like to make some of that money back.
All right, you redid the kitchen twice. You'd like to make some of that money back. That makes sense to me. How much does redoing the kitchen twice look like to you?
Oh, it was about between 40 and 50,000 to have to get it done twice.
Okay, it was 40 to 50,000. Get it done twice. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. What was important about getting your kitchen done the second time?
We had to get it done correctly because the ceiling and the floor wasn't level.
The ceiling and the floor wasn't leveled, so it sounds like it wasn't done correctly the first time, so you had to do it again. It makes sense why that would cost $50,000. What else is important about making sure that you wait for home prices to go up a little bit?
It's really just getting the most amount of money. I don't know where buyers are in today's market with interest rates, and maybe there'll be more buyers later. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know where buyers are today in terms of interest rates, and maybe there'll be more buyers later. Home prices will go up. Absolutely. A lot of sellers are thinking the same thing as you. Out of curiosity, what's your experience with where home prices are projected to land later this year?
I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that? That's okay. Not every seller knows that. What do you understand about how much home prices are up year over year in our local market?
I haven't looked at that either. I know it's maybe not what 2021 was, but I haven't really looked at that over the last few years.
you haven't really looked at that. You might not be what 2021 is. Absolutely. It's definitely not. When was the last time that you looked at one of your neighbor's homes that was listed at 415?
You know what? This realtor sent me a video about a year ago comparing all the prices, but not a lot of the houses were similar to mine. They were kind of like mine, but some were like single family, so it wasn't like a fair comparison. That was about a year ago he sent that to me.
Okay, that's a fair comparison. About a year ago, you saw a video of some houses that were similar, but they weren't really comparable to yours. Absolutely, that makes sense. And what's your experience with the types of homes that are available right now in your local area that are also listed at 415?
I probably haven't looked as closely as I should have. It just
Okay.
told me.
Okay, yeah, Pat, probably haven't looked as close as you should have, just went off of what they told you. Absolutely. And I'm just wondering here, how certain are you that buyers in your area are going to want to get your home for 415 when there's other homes that might be priced a little less?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay, well, that's a good point. Well, based on the fact that you want to get as much money from the sale of your home because you had to get the kitchen done twice, the next step might be for us to review the options on pricing so that way we can get you as much money as possible. How does that sound?
Yeah, I should probably look at that.
Okay, you should probably look at that. Great. So the next step would be for us, I'll go ahead and pull some of that pricing info together, and you and I can get together and review it all just to see what your options are, so that way we can get you as much money as possible since you had to do the kitchen twice. Would Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning work better to meet?
Let's do Wednesday morning because Tuesday I gotta be somewhere. I gotta be teaching a class.
All right, gotta be teaching a class on Tuesday. All right, so Wednesday morning works best. Okay, great. So the next step is I'm gonna get all that information together about pricing compared to some of the homes in your local area, and we'll get together Wednesday morning to look it over to see what your options are. I'll see you then.
Sounds good, Chris. Any outro other than our class on Thursday that you want to chat about here today?
Yeah. The only thing I want to say is in that conversation, who was talking more? Think about that. And I was asking Andrea a lot of questions to just let her explain why she wanted to wait. So then later in the conversation, I asked her questions to make her curious about what she knows. It's easy to say, yeah, well, I want 415 because I did this and that. But by me asking her about other homes that she's seen, she understands about what's different in those homes and hers, I got her to admit she hasn't seen them and she's not sure. And when people are unsure, they're more open-minded to explore some options with you.
Yeah, because no one wants to be told that they're wrong. Yep.
Yeah, nobody wants to be told they're wrong. And I could tell her, oh, no, you're an idiot. You're a dummy. No one's going to pay $415. Yeah, and she's going to be like, you're a dummy. Take a hike. And so what we want to do here is, whatever she says, I'm acknowledging it. She's not wrong for thinking that way based on the information that she has. I'm just going to help shift her perspective a little bit because I don't have the power to change her mind, but I can ask her some questions and make her question her own decision. So the next step from here, for anyone that's interested in this kind of train of thought of instead of just trying to force other people to do what we want to do, helping shift their perspective, we do have a class this Thursday, and Andrea will put in the comments the link to the class. Already did?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So that class is going to be how to start some conversations with some past clients. And this is great for if you haven't talked to them in a while or just don't know what to say, because you should never call somebody and say, you are following up. Bad, bad, bad. And we'll give you some examples on why you shouldn't do that this Thursday.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Thanks. Take care, everyone.